What's going on, guys? It's been a little bit. Life has just gotten a little crazy recently, just with school stuff and pretty much working nonstop the last couple of weeks. So, if you've seen the last few videos that I have posted, nighttime, it's currently 12:40 at night. Just kind of a quick first look at pitchers. I'll talk about, their somewhat projected ownership. And then tomorrow afternoon, technically later on this afternoon, what I'll end up doing is going over stacks and then kind of going over pitchers again. So let's get this going. What's going on here? All right, so pitching, this is kind of a stacked slate in terms of pitching. So Hunter Brown, 10-2 going up against the Angels. There's not much else you can say. I mean, in his last four starts, he's gone 40 or better. He's pretty much always a safe option. I'm trying to see if he's pitched against. No, he hasn't. Um, yeah, no doubter. If you're playing multiple, get to him. I mean, 8 wins, 1.8 ERA. The Angels strike out the most in the MLB. I would estimate he's going to be between in tournament lineups 10 to like 20%, maybe a little bit higher than that. I think a lot of people might go down to like the next guy we're going to talk about is Zach Wheeler. I like him a little more. I don't know why, to be honest. Saving $100. He's looked pretty solid recently. He had 52, 55. 46, 54. Then this like one game against Atlanta, and guess who played him? And then 40, and then 52. I think let's double check. He's scored a little bit higher in terms of fantasy points. He's averaging, I mean, Brown is averaging more, but as of late, Wheeler has been getting there. The Mets recently have been striking out. I want to say they had 13 strikeouts yesterday. And over the last like three games, they've averaged like 10 or 11. And Wheeler's just been on a different level, so I like that spot as well. Max Free 10K against Baltimore. You know, if you want to save a couple $100, this is a guy to go to. He's looked very solid this year. Baltimore just isn't a good team. That's all I got. Mackenzie Gore, I probably skip. I know the Dodgers have been like up and down, and they have a lot of power in that lineup. But Jack Flaherty is kind of interesting here. It's kind of weird because, against Cincinnati, he didn't do shit. Against the Cubs, he had 55. Against the White Sox, 37. San Francisco, what is that, 52? His ERA has gone up a little bit, but I mean, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Tampa has been solid recently, but that doesn't mean that Flaherty can shit all over them, and then the bullpen just. I saw something earlier, like dating back to like May, they have been like pretty much like the Rays have been winning a lot of games. Like they were like 20 and like 8 or 20 and 7 recently. They also had that big comeback against the Orioles a couple nights ago, but I like Flaherty in this spot. It's probably going to be low owned. I would imagine these three top guys here are going to be the bulk of everything. If you're playing multiple lineups, I would get a mix of all these guys as well as Flaherty. But let's see if there's anything else. Joe Ryan's another interesting option. He's been pretty solid. He's had like a couple games like against the Athletics. He only had 21. Cleveland, kind of understandable, only having 18. But outside of that, he's been pretty solid, getting you like 40s, even a 55 here, 33, 40 here. I don't mind him. He's probably going to be, I would say he's going to be lower owned. I don't know how, I'm going to try to look it up on my phone real quick. Um, One of the main things I look for in terms of pitcher is opposing opposing team strikeouts on average. I don't know where Milwaukee ranks, if they strike out a lot or not. They're kind of in the middle of the pack. They're averaging, yeah, averaging 8. Last three, they're averaging 9. They had 7 in their last game against the Cubs. I don't mind it. Decent pivot spot. Nick Pivetta here is kind of interesting. He had like a crazy start to the season where he was just shitting on everyone. He's kind of come down to earth. Going up against Kansas City, and Kansas City is not good. I think a lot of people thought that they were going to be a lot better than what they actually are. And I'm not just saying that because I am a certified Royals hater, but for 9,000, if I was playing multiple lineups, I would definitely get some shares in. This one is interesting. This rookie, Rowski, however the hell you say that. He had his start against St. Louis. 4 walks, which is a little concerning, but you kind of imagine that his first MLB start, he's going to be a little nervous. He's going to try to be perfect. Threw 5 innings and threw a no-hitter. Got the win. Going up against Minnesota, who strikes out a lot, I'm going to double check, but I know they're like in the lower half. Oh shit, they've actually been better. Minnesota's been a lot better than I thought, averaging 8 as well, along with Milwaukee. Either side of either side of that game, I kind of like. Obviously, if you go with him, you're gonna get better bats and all that. So, yeah, there's really nothing else that sticks out here. Kind of just scrolling down to double check. Yeah, I don't really like anything else, so I would target, not really in any order, Brown, Wheeler, Freed, Flaherty as like your top like 4. If you're playing like only 5 lineups or something, I would only get in with those guys. And then if you're playing multiple lineups, go with the rookie, Pivetta, Joe Ryan. So that'll just about do it. I will most likely post a video tomorrow talking about stacks, and I'm actually going to show stochastics data that I use for DFS and all that. So be on the lookout tomorrow. Well, technically later on this afternoon for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys then.